Yeah, this Astral Projection combo deck is actually good. I saw this pop up on Untapped with a positive cube rate, particularly from 70 to infinite. This has a 0.45 cube rate. So you can actually climb to infinite with this crazy deck. It does not have a good win rate, but it can be so surprising and so decisive. You can take those crazy big cube gains. This is an idea we played with all the way back when Astral Projection first came out, but basically it's creating a Daken combo all on the final turn, where you play Agony into Daken, then you play an Astral Projection that is going to copy the text of Arnim Zola. You can do all three of those things for only 7 energy in your magic deck here with Limbo, right? It's 1, 3, and 3 for 7. That then creates more Dakens on the other 2 locations. Those each, again, add another shard to hand. If you got a Fire Hair down earlier, she adds another shard to hand. Then you use Bullseye to discard all that stuff. You debuff the opponent a little bit, but importantly, your Dakens jump to like 56 or even 112 power thanks to all of those shards getting discarded. And look, does that happen every game? No, of course not. That's why this deck has a bad win rate. But when it happens, you can do it all at once. Nobody sees it coming. Although I guess, to be fair, anybody who watches my channel will now know it's coming. But, you know, not everybody watches my videos. So there will still be a lot of surprised folks out there, which means you can take some big time cubes with basically hundreds of power potentially out of nowhere on the final turn, which is just really, really cool. And cards like Adam Warlock and Crystal and even Nico sometimes drawing cards all help you achieve this game plan a lot more reliably. Of course, susceptible to Limbo getting turned off, susceptible sometimes to disruption from your opponent. You gotta, of course, be aware of what the opponent's up to. Again, that's why the win rate's not great, but if you snap well around the things your opponent's likely to have, some decks just don't have disruption, don't have ways to mess with this. That might be an easy free snap in those scenarios. And that means you can actually climb and gain cubes with this deck, which I also gained cubes with this deck with, I think, a negative win rate. I didn't actually look. Yeah, I went 5 and 7. That's about a 42% win rate, but I was up 7 cubes, and that's even without snapping, because I don't snap for videos. That's just riding the opponent's greedy snaps to a pretty notable cube gain. So all in all, a really fun little combo deck. I didn't actually ever think this would be viable when we played this so long ago. I thought it was 100% a meme, but seems like it's found a little opening in this meta right now to actually be kind of decent, particularly pre-infinite. This could be a fun little way to climb if you have these cards laying around, but always fun to see some silly Astral Projection shenanigans. Of course, you're going to see lots of those in this video. All right, let's sit on the Agony for sure. Mr. Ba-11s. That's what that says, right? Ba-11s. Surely it doesn't say anything else. I can't imagine what it'd be. Dude, everybody is playing these like tempo move, like push whatever decks, like just everything, all this stuff. Reed's Lab is going to be a fine spot for a Daken later, so let's just load up Raft. I think that's totally okay, or maybe turn it off too, honestly. But I don't hate like Bullseye, Adam Warlock. Well, I guess you'd have to commit an Agony maybe, because you don't want to ever lock it out from your Daken, that's for sure. So I think maybe we just turn it off. If they do fill it up, well, no, actually they could fill it up pre-reveal, honestly. That sucks. Good news is that's a great spot for Daken to go. They may fill it up pre-reveal here, right? How does this Batman work? Does he go now? I think he goes now pre-reveal, yeah, so we're cooked. Spider-Punk, that's fine. I'm more worried about a Spider-Man disrupting my plans a little bit, but as long as Kamar-Taj chills, we'll be okay. Could go Agony, copy to hand, right? It's kind of cool. I might want her for card draw though, since I don't really have any good card draw options. Adam Warlock, you don't expect to win here because you're gonna have 7 usually. I think we just have to chill. No card draw though is a big problem, of course. I think I have to save Nico for that. Taking extra shards here though is nuts. Even double Zola like could actually be relevant if you wanted to put like a second body here, you know. Emperor Hulkling already played, just 12 power, of course. No start of game time to activate. Demon, no use to us. Yeah, sadly, Adam Warlock just not gonna connect here. We are rapidly running out of time to hit what we need, obviously. We didn't get any card draw for Nico. I still, like, if I get, like, Nico draw 2, though, like, we still have options, you know? Like, we could still do this for sure. Bullseye, we don't care about the debuff. That's fine. Punk misses right. So that seemed more proactive than push, which is good for, like, not disrupting us, you know? I love Adam Warlock. I don't know. Is Adam Warlock worth it in this list? He seems kind of iffy to me. I mean, listen, if we draw Daken, we can still just pop off next turn. Nico, kind of useless though, right? But I might want a player just because... Oh, not there. Not right there. Might want a player just because of hand space. I'm gonna have like a lot of shards. Next turn we have 7 for Agony Projection Daken. I mean, it's a 1 in 3, man. Like if we hit the 1 in 3 here, we can win the game. If we don't hit the 1 in 3, we do not win the game. It's that simple, right? There's no fancy nothing fancier than that, right? That's as fancy as it, that's as good as it gets, man. Just draw the 1 in 3 and the game is over. That's great. Super flow, thankfully not important. Daken? Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Oh my actual god, dude. Oh my god. Don't forget to activate the bullseye. That's one thing, right? I mean, do they have any disruption here? You know, like Juggernaut? It looks like a lot more proactive. It doesn't look like it's a push deck where they're disrupting, right? That's what we said earlier. It looks like they're just all in on their own stuff. Doesn't seem like they're trying to mess with me too much. I mean, it would really have to be Juggernaut even specifically, honestly. I don't know if anything else would mess it up. Maybe a Stegron or something pushing a card into Convertage, but even then, well, I guess 2 Arnim Zolas would go off, but the second one would potentially... if the Daken hit second, it wouldn't have anywhere to go in one of the spots, right? Like it'd be full left and middle ready. Oh, I don't think any disruption's happening, guys. Well, Stegron, like we said, could still happen, but I don't think it's that kind of deck. It looks like they're all doing their own stuff. No! Oh, no, he can't move. He can't move. Oh, that scared me for a second. He can't move. They're full already. This is game over. We win. This is so sick, dude. This is so sick, dude. The Convertage making it even more insane is what's crazy, man. Because you get Fire Hair as well, and you get 2 more. So we're getting 5 shards in hand, dude. This is like the sickest example of this deck, dude. Even the Bullseye debuffs are significant, man. That's 10 plus power right there. This is so sick, dude. 112, 224 power. Let's go. All on turn 7. So I just had a 7 energy play that developed 448 power. 7 energy, 448 power cards right there, man. That's pretty good. That's pretty good stuff, man. Thank you, Convertage, for the extra loop, dude. We appreciate you. You know, like in hindsight, like I guess we could have technically put a Fire Hair here as well and tried to roll even. Like at the time, I don't think we knew it was Convertage. But like if you rolled the Daken first, the Fire Hairs, I think on reveal effects would double in Convertage, right? So you could maybe have even gotten 1 more. I mean, at some point you run out of hand size, so you can't get too greedy. But I imagine how tilted the opponent is losing that game. I would be out of my gourd if I hadn't seen that before. I would be completely so frustrated, dude. So frustrated. Alrighty. Oh, Spider Island sucks. Magic does not suck, though. Thank you, Magic. Don't be a move deck either, please. Sick of the move decks. I mean, I like Spider-Man. I'm sad, though, that Spider-Man cards are all move cards, you know? I guess Man Spider wasn't, and that was my favorite card of the month, so that makes sense. That actually tracks just right. Yeah, let's go. This is a fine spot for Daken. You know, this could be better, honestly. Like, you know, we might be able to take advantage of Rocket Pad, but I don't want to risk it. So in case this sucks, as it does, We don't want to risk that. So yeah, we made the right call. Good news. Bad news still though, kind of, because I don't have the ability to dump cards from my hand very easily. Because you know, we really only have 2 more spaces to play stuff. I need to get a bullseye down and I need to dump these on reveal cards. So I guess if I got Nico that was destroy and draw 2, maybe that would be okay. Opponent zeroed their Surtur, which is good news, by the way. Destroy and draw 2. Oh my god. Yes. Okay, that actually is the dream. So now I really just need bullseye and I'm good to go. I can keep everything else in hand, which very likely to get now that I'm drawing 3 cards this turn. Magic's already active. I don't expect this deck to have any disruption. I think we're gonna be fine. I've never actually seen that before. That's crazy, dude. That's actually crazy. 0. 1 card left to deck and it was 0. That's pretty wild stuff. I do need to dump hand size though. Like I can put Wasp in at the end. I actually need to play Agony Daken early so that I get 1 more spot on board, I guess. Is that true? Let me think. If I go on turn 7, that doesn't matter. If I go on turn 7, I will play out. Oh no, I'll still have plenty, right? Because we'll play out basically these. We'll have 2 cards in hand. This will make 1. We'll get 2 more, 4. Yeah, that'll be fine. We can actually wait. We can wait. We can wait. No need to go early here to show our hand too much. Yeah, no, it always makes me so nervous to just like totally pass a turn 6. I mean, obviously they have location disruption. We could be screwed somehow, but I don't expect that in a deck like this. So we just do this, bada boom, bada bing, and don't forget to hit the bullseye. That's always a little scary. Opponent is snapped. I mean, I guess if they have like Goliath or something, we're pretty cooked. But under normal, just power-based, non-disruptive circumstances, we're good. Juggernaut has been in these decks before too. That could screw me. Enchantress does nothing though, other than turn off Red Skull, which we don't care about. Oh well, turn off all those actually. That's an insane Enchantress. Scar is also insane, but dude, this opponent's had a great game by the way, but it's just not even gonna be close. It's kind of sad actually. Kind of sad that they're just not in the right field here, not even remotely competing. 38's a lot of points, but it's not enough to beat this many shards. Yeah, there we go. Bada bing, bada boom. 112 power Daken, just like that. We take 4 big cubes. Beautiful stuff. That Nico saved this game though, or it would have been weird, right? We would have either had an on-reveal trapped in hand, we wouldn't have drawn cards. Like that was the perfect Nico. We just needed exactly that many spots occupied because if if Sanctum hadn't been clogged out, we could have put Crystal over here, everything would have been fine. But as it stands, like perfect game, dude. Nice, good. We're ranking up too, man. We're climbing, which is always great to see. That's good news, man. All right. Ooh, destroy, draw 2. Yeah, let's do that, dude. I'll look. It's like pretty unlikely, honestly, that Adam Warlock ever actually draws a card anyway. I mean, if I get Wasp or Black Cat, I'll destroy those instead, sure. But otherwise, I'm just ripping through the Warlock. Like if I get 2 cards out of the Warlock, I'm pumped. I don't have to worry about the space, Like it's fine, dude. It's fine. 2 is enough usually to get me where I need to be anyway. Magic's fine. Yeah, we love it. Double Agony's honestly pretty cool. We already have Bullseye in hand, so that's good. We'll go Magic mid. I do need to be a little bit mindful here of like, ooh, well, okay, never mind. Magic right. We don't want to accidentally turn off our Limbo, so let's not take a 50-50 for no reason. Thinking about like Polaris a little bit. I just need to like, I need to think about Polaris and Stegron in regards to keeping a space open for Daken. That's basically the idea, right? So like, for instance, if they play Stegron here, because where else would they, why would they put anywhere else? That moves Nico mid, then I have space for Daken left. So that, that would be the right way to set that up. Bullseye, yeah, we can go Crystal mid next turn, whatever. I don't know. There's the Stegron. Yep. Okay, so left is still secure. We do also have Magneto, I guess, or Cannonball potentially as things as well that could screw us. So we need to be mindful of those. I really here just need to draw Arnim Zola and we're kind of good to go. But, you know, it's still, you know, like I said, still some disruption possible for sure. And we're certainly giving them a lot more cards. This is actually still fine. I just need one spot in each spot. Right? That's the main thing here. Well, Arnim Zola is going to be my final draw, guaranteed. If I let Black Cat go, I can dump the Wasp. I can dump Wasp after anyway, so that's actually fine. We'll go Black Cat here, or just discard Wasp too is fine. Yeah, I mean, turning off locations and maybe Magneto could screw me, right? Like, I think those are the two things that beat us here. Cannonball. Honestly, let's let this go, because if they cannonballed like mid, Crystal could maybe go right or something. I don't know. I think there's just no reason to fill that space. Sam is a good sign. Prowler's okay. Batman's okay. All right. I mean, look, outside of disruption, we're fine. It's really like, you know, Cannonball pushing Crystal left or something is how I lose here, right? I could have pre-played an Agony, but like we talked about, I think it's just, you know, risk for no reason, shows what we're doing maybe a little more for no reason. Yeah, outside of disruption, we got this, man. I'm worried about Crystal going left and us missing a 50-50 if that happens thanks to Cannonball. If Crystal goes right, actually, oh, hold up, you know what? Maybe we play the Wasp for that reason. Since they're revealing first, this actually guarantees. So yeah, actually, that's probably just the way to do it, right? So now a Cannonball would send Crystal right guarantee, because we're revealing last. Oh my god, this is genius, dude. No, this is genius work. I love it, dude. Magneto still screws you, I guess, because Magic gets pulled mid or whatever, or Bullseye and Crystal both get pulled right. Like, so that's definitely a problem. But they want to go Shield and Batman right, so they want to play Magneto right. But it doesn't matter. Magneto anywhere beats us. Let's, you know, it's silly to talk about Magneto because we just lose that no matter what. It's Cannonball that I'm actually playing around here. They played 3 cards, so that's kind of a good sign, I think. Oh no! Spider-Man! Spider-Man also beats us. Flight Harness, that doesn't matter. It's just we needed man, I don't think I had a way to beat Spider-Man, unfortunately, here. Like, they positioned really well around it. I think we just always lose to Spider-Man. Sucks that everybody's playing this deck today because of the featured location. Making life real miserable for us. If only Firehair somehow also gained the power. If only. So we got really big right, but obviously does not win the game. Sad news, man. Spider-Man, you're too good. Everybody's playing this deck today, so I'm actually having a harder time climbing with this than I would normally expect. Future location, and I think that deck's just everywhere right now for whatever reason. Daredevil! Alright, see ya, Black Cat. I think I just, 4 points, you know, whatever. The board space is too valuable. Can't risk you, I'm so sorry. Necrotia, totally fine spot to put Daken, so, we'll do that. Oh, not good news. Not good news. Oh, that sucks. I guess now we gotta play for a 50-50. Best case, maybe the opponent has a Killmonger. I don't know. Maybe they're a destroy deck, right? Killmonger comes out right now. Doesn't look like it. Esme does not make me think destroy. God, I don't want to play for a 50-50 though. That sucks. Oh, man. So Bullseye, I guess, goes right. I don't expect any real disruption here, but I just playing for a 50-50 is just an absolute nightmare scenario, you know? Okay. I am kind of chilling. I might have to go Agony Daken next turn so that I can get a little more space so that I can play a Nico behind my Astral Projection. I think that's my only option. And I'm still ultimately going to have a 50-50 to win the game. I mean, honestly, maybe not even win the game. Against a negative deck, I actually think it's still possible to lose. But we're in a pretty good spot. Ah, nice. We could actually go almost now, but it doesn't matter now. Like, if I make this space now, we'll be fine. Again, I don't expect any disruption. I don't think an Alliath or something. Well, Alliath doesn't even beat Astral Projection, as we've talked about, so that's fine too. Yeah, man, like I said, it's just a 50-50, dude. It's that simple. Can we win a 50-50 or not? It's that simple, dude. It is. I hate it. I hate it. Oh god, life just got worse. I will say, like, they are kind of locked up. Like, it's hard for them to add a lot of power, you know. Yeah, dude, let's rip it, man. Adam Warlock is 1 extra point. This is actually kind of technically 2 extra points with Bullseye. So let's rip it, man. I believe, dude. I hate that they snapped us up, but I believe. I'm trusting the 50-50. Come on, 50-50. I think we can beat Iron Man and Gore. I don't think that's a problem. Oh, double Iron Man. I think we maybe still beat that, don't we? I don't know. Maybe not. How big is it? Yeah, we beat that if we hit. We got to hit, though. We got to hit. We got to hit. We got to hit. We got to hit. Yeah, baby. Let's go. Bullseye hitting right gives us even more numbers. I think we beat it anyway, though, right? I think so. Let's go, dude. I could get a ton of points right from Bullseye. Like, every hit right is worth a lot of points on double arm. We hit 3. They jumped down to 28. Absolutely beautiful, dude. That is the biggest 50-50 of my life. I love it. The squirrel dodging the Arnim Zola. What does he use? Lasers? I don't know. How does he destroy stuff? I don't even know. He kind of like scans it looks like. Sick hits, dude. Sick hits, dude. That's beautiful stuff. Let's go. All right. For Gondor, Asteroid M is a problem. We gotta magic that out of here, right? That's a real problem. Okay. Nothing else to do. Dude, opponent could be playing the same deck. It looks maybe like a Destroy Enjoyer, though, I think. Yeah. Deadpool and Null do get big enough that they could potentially outpace your Daken. And of course, the Daken actually technically feeds them a little bit too, right? Spider Island also sucks for us. God dang, dude. I need 2 magics here. Astral Nim, I 100% cannot play around, though. I don't know if I can actually play around Spider Island either, though, if I think about it. I just need more space on board, you know? Like, I have to be able to play cards out. I think this game might just be over already, to be honest. I'm trying to think about, like, you know, you could, like, try to hit some... Like, Adam Warlock can stay in hand. I gotta have Bullseye down, though. I gotta have Crystal down, theoretically. Well, I guess if I draw exactly... Well, I got hand size, too, to consider, though. Like, I gotta have enough hand size for the shards. I mean, Crystal has to go down because she's an unrevealed card, so there's no reason to hold a Crystal. That's just silly. That's not part of the conversation. Deadpool's already 16, which means Null is already huge, too. Null's already like 15 plus or something. I don't even know. Black Cat, that's fine. Get rid of the Black Cat, no problem there. Daken does show up. We could just go ahead and rip this now. Or just do this now, but like this guy's just got to stay. Like he can't go anywhere. So I need to dodge Nico basically. If I draw Arnim Zola, I might just go Daken next turn, right? But I'm worried that I need the Fire Hair to win, but I have nowhere to put the Fire Hair is the problem. Like I can't do Daken Spider Island, obviously. If I put Fire Hair here, it locks up all the spots because it's not staying. Like Spider Island just screws me. This featured location is really wreaking havoc on me today. Normally, you know, Magic can play around that a little bit, but we had the second location screwing us, so. Killmonger coming in here. Okay. That's why you don't preload the Agony, folks. Yeah, if we draw Arnim Zola here, 1 and 3, I'll just rip it now, but it really gives the opponent great data, unfortunately. Like, they can really solve the null super easily. That's the issue. We drew Nico, which is actually kind of our worst draw. We might just have to go for a 50-50 here. I don't know if we have another choice. Oh, even copying this Agony doesn't really help me, right? I don't have space. I guess if I think about it, then maybe the 50-50 is just better. Well, I can also dump the Nico in behind, I guess. I always forget about dumping the Nico in behind. So if I draw Arnim Zola here, yeah, I could dump the Nico in behind, I guess. I can always trail one behind. I'm still nervous that we're not big enough, though. Like, without a Fire Hair, I don't think we beat Null. Because, like, I mean, look at this Deadpool already, man. How do they have so many freaking cartages, by the way? Where did these all come from? Stupid Moira, man. Their Null's 8 million power, man. I guess the question is, do they make the Null big here to counter this, or do they know what we're up to, right? Like, surely they know what I'm up to with the bullseye and stuff. Surely you put the Null left and we lose. Without Fire Hair, we just can't get big enough, man. There's just no way. I also just have to draw Arnim Zola for the record. It's a 50-50 here anyway. Yeah, we didn't get it. Thank God they snapped too late. This I would have been gone for 2 otherwise. Yeah, I think yeah, we're getting emotes. All right, Agony, yeah, get me some bonus energy. Although we do kind of want to technically save you for Daken under normal circumstances. That said, if denying the opponent extra energy is the circumstance, perhaps it's just better to do it this way, or just do this now. Is there any reason not to, other than, like, you know, disruption, Shadow King? But I think if we just lock in now, we can just start playing cards elsewhere and then eventually just Astral over there, right? We do need to dump our on-reveal cards. That actually has to happen, so we need to get that going. Okay, Hulk Plus rating X23, not a problem. It's not a Deadpool. That's good news. Death's Domain actually could just be a way to activate a shard, which is pretty cool. I mean, if we get a bullseye also anytime, you know, we can just kind of do that. And just do Arnim Zola stuff too, right? It doesn't have to be Astral Projection. Astral Projection, since we've already played the Daken, is not as useful, I guess, now that I think about it. Like, that's if you want to do it for the all-at-once combo, if you're worried about disruption, but we're not. We're not worried about Cosmo and a destroy deck, right? Crystal, Adam Warlock. Honestly, crazy enough, Astral Projection's already, like, active. It will always be unless I hit Nico, I guess. But I do still need Bullseye. I gotta find Bullseye. Hey, what do you know, boss? There it is. Let's go. Okay. So Bullseye can go. Oh, shoot. 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 Bullseye can't go anywhere. Oh, no. Bullseye can actually just go behind Daken on turn 6. We'll just Astral Projection. Does she disappear? She gone? That's fine if so, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, no, this is fine still, actually. We're all good. We're chilling. We're chilling. Oh, actually, oh no, I still have the problem that Nico, I could do this to move Bullseye there. Oh, well, actually, yeah, no, Nico's on reveal. No, this is fine. This works. Okay, never mind. This is good again. We're back. We're happy. Nico, this is good. Nico made our lives a little better here, but actually not that important. We could have just done Astral Projection first, right? Bullseye dropped in behind it next turn on Castle Blackstone, then gotten 2 Dakens and then Bullseye, right? We would have been fine. But this makes life even easier. Now we can actually just hard play an Arnim Zola too if we want. Firehair's kind of cooked here, so, you know, we got to win on real numbers. I will say, like, you know, I think there's a chance a Null gets big enough to beat one of our Dakens, because we're not going to have crazy Daken numbers. So I'm a little nervous, I guess. I could drop in the Fire Hair here. You want to have that down already is the problem, right? Like, if it wasn't for Death's Domain, this game would be so much happier. We could easily just dump Fire Hair, right? We could go Astral Projection right now. We'd get even more shards for the Bullseye. There's no way to spice that up. I'm not really worried about the opponent turning off Limbo. They've already played Nico. That's not Location Transform. So there's no reason to play Fire Hair. She doesn't disrupt your Astral Projection or Arnim Zola or whatever. Hand size is not going to be a problem because we're only going to have 3 in hand anyway. So we're going to what? 14? I mean, it's pretty dang big. It should be fine. It should be fine. Let's just make sure we lose priority, I guess. Yeah, I think it's all fine. I can drop Wasp down later, whatever. Oh, an extra death in hand is actually crazy strong. Oh my god, dude, they are so strong. Null is actually so big. What the heck, dude? I'm actually really scared about null mid, I think. How big am I going to be, right? Like, hey, Adam Warlock actually chipping in. That could make a big difference, honestly. So we can just do this way to get a few extra points on board. Astral Projection always hits Daken. Daken goes mid. We get 2 more shards. Actually, I guess Wasp is worth more for the bullseye than she is for the on board, right? From a total point standpoint. Yeah, this should be, I mean, I don't know if it's enough, but it's what we got. It's what we're doing. So Killmonger doesn't matter because Agony's already gone, but it could juice a null potentially more. Although they have energy to play a null. How many times did X23 die? I don't think so, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah, this is absolutely not going to be a problem. All right. So this was like kind of the most indirect way to do this, and not the most powerful way to do this because we didn't have fire hair down. But, you know, it's still plenty good. We kind of showed the Daken early, which is also not always the plan, right? But it's 56 and 56 holds. I am worried a null here. Somebody could maybe go back and track the math, but like we know there's at least 15 points there. A bunch of stuff got eaten a lot. Like these Wolverines have got eaten twice. You know, this Wolverine got ate twice. X23 got ate a few times, I think. A couple Deadpool, maybe or one Deadpool tossed in. It would have been, I could easily see a 40 power null. I don't know if it would have got all the way to 64, but well, it didn't have to. You know, the total didn't get to 64. I don't know about that. That would have been a little bit tougher. All right, Gamma Lab. I mean, well, my instinct is actually just to abandon it and like, you know, use that as my Daken location and just win the other 2. Could definitely happen. So Adam Warlock Wasp right I'm thinking about because they like never gonna play right. Dream Dimension, we could magic that as well. That's fine. Let's go ahead and get this Adam Warlock out ahead here. Try to draw some cards. Iron Patriot, sure. Scary stuff. We draw Arnim Zola. Okay, so now we really just need Daken. Like an Agony certainly wouldn't hurt. Things I wouldn't mind doing, you know. Fire hair here to help. Nico draw later would be nice. Definitely need to dump the Nico. Surge is not gonna beat us. Let's go. Adam Warlock drawing again. We're drawing so many cards now that we might kind of just be sort of guaranteed to get there. Oh, magic good mid. Yeah, that's nice. Could maybe throw in the Nico here too, depending on what it is. Just throw something away. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just throw that away. Okay, so now we just play Bullseye on turn 5 and we're good to go. I would say, like, you know, we could go on turn 6, honestly, if we wanted to. But I gotta dump both of these anyway, right? Like, I gotta dump the magic, so I don't really have a choice. Like, magic can't be in hand or you have a 50-50, right? I also now have a crystal problem a little bit, but I should have plenty of time to play crystal with Limbo in action, of course. I don't know if the opponent's gonna have disruption for this or not. It's certainly a possibility. Black Cat is gone. Crystal incoming. Oh, crap. I've got too many spots. What the heck do I do now? I got too many spots. I gotta get a bullseye down. Oh, I guess I can just dump the crystal after Daken. No, we're fine. We're fine. Never mind. I just dumped crystal at the end. I forgot I can do that. I only need... Oh, no, I need... No, that's... Well, if I play Daken a turn early, I can do that, yeah. Okay, I don't know. Is the opponent going to turn off Limbo? The way that snap happened makes me nervous. Infinite into Merlin. What is the opponent's deck? Iron Patriot, Black Cat, Surge... Just from, that's just from Patriots. Don't tell me anything. Merlin just kind of looks like a Werewolf by Night deck or something. I don't even know. Okay, so this actually works fine. We just play Projection Crystal next turn. I mean, this does definitely show the opponent our hand a little better, you know, like they're going to get a real sense of what we're up to, but I don't have a choice. With Crystal stuck, I have to be able to dump her after the projection, not before it, because if it's before it, I don't have any spaces left for Daken mid and right, and if it's, you know, if it's left, then I create a 50-50 on the projection, which we clearly don't want that either. So we'll just have to show our hand here a little bit. Thankfully, they've already snapped us up. So, you know, if they do decide to retreat, we're okay. Oh my God, I forgot about Merlin Omniversal. Oh, they didn't hit it, thank God. It was only a 1 in 3. I think the Merlin came down last turn. Oh, Supergiant coming down so late that it doesn't matter. That might have helped me out anyway, though. Could have just like preloaded my projection crystal had it come down earlier. I am a bit nervous about Eliath now, though. Eliath does not impact skills, though, so it actually doesn't matter. Go ahead and Eliath me. I don't care. Eliath does not... What? It won't impact Bullseye. Eliath is 0 problem. Darkhawk is no problem if it's a Darkhawk werewolf deck. I think we're fine. I don't care about Crystal. She's just thrown away anyway, so... I think we're okay, man. I mean, there's obviously other things. Juggernaut or something can screw... Well, actually, Juggernaut, does it not affect skills either? Since Daken's already down, I know like Juggernaut does it. Did I? Oh my God. Oh no, I'm an idiot. I am a moron. I'm actually so dumb that I might be the dumbest person alive. We're still fine. I am actually the dumbest person alive. I forgot about the Bullseye, but we're still fine. It doesn't matter. Somehow I am the dumbest person alive, but also the smartest person alive. I only needed 1 anyway. Oh my God, I'm so dumb, dude. I'm so dumb, dude. I am so dumb. I forgot that Bullseye is gonna go off before the Supergiant cards. Oh my God, I'm so dumb, but I'm so smart. The smartest idiot in the world. I actually just dodged Negasonic. They didn't contest mid. I'm so smart. So I guess I actually didn't have a better way to beat this, did I? Like, that was still the right play. There was no way to, you know what I'm saying? Like, there was no other way to do it, right? It's just, that just had to be that way. You can't do Bullseye end of game. So, oh my God, I'm so lucky, dude. I'm hot garbage. Oh my God, I'm so lucky.